Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we're gonna be doing a bus terminal, alright? If we're doing a bus terminal, we gotta have buses, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a custom bus, and I think the bus I'm gonna go with is like the classic New York, square-ass, boring-ass, but I don't know how big it is to a person, so I need to see. Because what I usually do is I usually get a photo of a person like in front of the wheel. That's like, how tall do you think she is? Like 5'8" maybe? The top of the wheel is like right there. That's going to like just above her leg. What about these people? It's like half of a person. So if I was to take cube, boom, it should be like that. Cool. I'm gonna move it in just a bit, thicken it up to about 0.5 maybe. We'll do 7.5. I think I'd like it to be a little thinner, like 105. And then if I get another cube, whoops, this gotta be 0.3. I haven't done custom wheels in a long time, alright? Don't judge me. I'm like relearning this. Okay, that's a that's a little cubic. It's too thick. Okay, we're just gonna decrease this to like 0.6. Let's see how this looks. I feel like this is a good tire to rim ratio right here. It might be too thick though. That might be perfect. We're gonna roll with that. We're gonna make it a little thinner, like 0.9. And this should be good. I'll just have to craft a rim now. Why does it feel too skinny now? Why does it look like something's changed? What did I do? I'm so confused. Something changed. We'll decrease it by 0.5 because the roundness that I'm adding, that adds width. I'll get my rims to be mid-gray metal, almost like a white metal, or should it actually just be white? Let's just make it white. That's better. Okay, and then our rims, what I'll do is I'll use a cylinder as the base, which will go in the cubes. I'll make it the same size as the inside of the wheel, and I'll take it down to the lowest. So we're gonna need two different wheel types, the front and the back. So I'll have two different settings here. Let's start with the front, because the front is normally easier. What I'll do is I'll have a second one on top. We'll make it 0.5 in height. And this is where it's gonna get really expensive, because we're gonna add, although, hold on a damn second. Could I just add a cone? No. Cone doesn't have the same effect. I need something like this. You guys might be saying, like, just put... Oh, where the hell did that go? I just lost that in tab. Okay. I need, like... See how it's like a cylinder... It's... What I've got the cylinder that goes in the middle, and I've got the dish, right? But I need that, like, gradation. I need that gradation that goes around this thing in the middle. And it's usually a wedge shape. I don't know if I should do a half sphere or not. Let's just roll with this for now. I can't remember what I did on the Chromacopia truck, because I did unique rims on that one. That may be worth noting, but we're not going to go back and look. We're just going to wing it. See, the New York City bus, its rims are different. The holes are, it's like there's 5 of them, and they're large, and they're kind of wide. They have like a wider bias, like this. So this should work. If I do that, I need 5. So this one can go there, 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 there. No? No. So 5, 1 in the center, that, that. So this one needs to move to there, and this one needs to move up here. Oh god, this is gonna be hard. Okay, we're gonna roll with that. I think that works. So that could be our front rim, and then you just put it in here. Boom. Look at that. Although we could use lug nuts. And this black thing in the center could be larger. I'll make the lug nuts corroded metal. That's why it costs so much money, bro. Do I put interiors on the buses? Or is that just ridiculous? That's too many lug nuts. I think I have to go every 2. So we've got our wheels done. I'm trying to figure out how long the average bus is in America right now, and then I'm gonna compare that to my avatar, and then that'll help me figure out the sizing. Oh, this is gonna be hard to get the actual size. Oh no. Okay, so judging by this image, the bus is the height of 2 people. So if I take the 5'2", double it, that should be the bus's height. Then again, it's also that high off the ground, so we'll take it down by 2. See, whenever I build custom cars, I don't proportion them properly. I just build them, like, without even thinking about it. So if I do this, make like an X. Is that really how big it is? That does not seem right. I feel like it should be a different size. What does it look like under a bus? Should I do that detail I usually do? That's really just gonna add a ton of expense though. These images of the old buses are not good. Okay, this is a good one. There's a door and then it's the wheel. So I assume this is gonna be like that wide. Maybe a little, although there's a bumper. I think that's a good width. Those wheels seem really small for the size of this. Oh my god. We'll have a little more overhang, alright? I know this looks funky, but you're gonna have to trust me. I'm just not realizing that's a bit too wide. That is our basic chassis. And then we'll have, again, a little more overhang on the back, which I haven't done yet. The overhang on the back is angled upward. That's why I kind of avoided it at first. So what I'm going to do now, we got to get the underneath done. So I'm going to paint it dirt stain. What are you surprised? How am I not going to do dirt stain? We'll make it dark stone for like a dirty gunmetal color. And we're going to kind of build a bottom here. Just craft up a quick and easy axle. Give it a little drivetrain. That's not little. I'm not going to go too crazy because plot data. And this isn't really going to be seen. I'll get a long beam running from one axle to the other. Again, I'm not going to go like full mechanical on this shit because I don't know much about buses. Like, that might be good there. Although I need... Should I get a spare tire at the back? Ooh. That could be fire. Like, just a spare... Do they have that, though? I don't think they have that. I'm looking at, like, a European bus right now. Which probably isn't a good idea, because I'm going to do something that isn't accurate, but... I couldn't find an American bus that was upside down. Boom. Lowered a little bit. There you go. Now we're getting a bus vibe, sort of. The underneath is bus-like, kind of. It's weird because this feels too high Like, this feels way too tall right here. But then this feels way too short right here. It's weird. I think I just need to get my windows in and not worry about it, because I feel like I'm worrying about it too much. Okay, 2 doors. Boom. Shit. I don't want to... I've got good proportion now. I don't want to mess it up. I'm scared. I need 4 windows. How long is this? 15 plus something. I think I'm just going to make them 5 wide, because that 1.25 could be used to make, like, I don't know, something. So I need to make 2 windows. And I'll show you how I do this. People always wonder how you make the subway windows. This is about to be the exact same thing, so get your notes ready. I make a basic square like this. Then I'll get a concave. Make it 0.35 as well in width. And then I need to figure out what height I want it to be. I think that's good, because I want the roundness to be very visible. And there'll be rubber sealant, which I'll show you how to do in a second. So just do this, get a beveled window shape, and now I'm going to get another one, make it really small, 0.25, the lowest possible. Actually, don't do that. Make it 0.3. We'll make it black. Is there like a rubber? We'll place another one on top. We're going to do concaves again. So we're doing the exact same thing we did with the outside part, except we're fitting it onto the inside. So we're just doing like a smaller version to give the illusion that there's now like a plastic sealant going around our window. Then I'll just get a transparent cube and put it inside like that. Make it the right size. I'll make it ice. I'll make it like a bluish to match bus tint. And then boom, window, easy. Something feels a little off. I wonder if they're too tall. Okay, let's try lowering everything by 1 medium grid size, and let's see how that looks. Although I can already tell that's gonna look better. think that's better. I hate how the texture is peeking through, though. This is gonna have to change. The newer textures are decals, so they could peek through stuff, which sucks. I don't think we need a back window, because a lot of... It's weird. Some of them have a back window. Oh, whoops. Some of them have a back window, and then some of them have, like... Pull up. What the shit? Some of them have, like, this, where it's just like an ad in a vent. I think I might do that, because it feels more dystopian. So I'm just gonna fill this shit in like that. This will be taller, by the way. I'm gonna need to get like an arch kind of shape. Just be patient. The side that does have no doors is gonna have the same structure pretty much. Okay, I think we're looking okay now. The windows still feel really big, but I think we're gonna roll with it for now. And then the windows on the front are really big. Okay, I like this, but I don't like these convexes. They're too big. It'll help a lot once I get all the details on, that's for sure. Because this still is just a cereal box of a vehicle. I haven't gotten the actual details on yet. But once I do, I feel like it'll help a lot. I'll roll with those for now. I'm going to quickly whip up a roof and some bumpers and stuff, and then we can actually start getting in depth with it. Something feels off about it, I just don't know what. I think I'm gonna roll with it for now. What does the rear bumper look like? Oh, it's the same thing, except it's a little different. Not by much, though. So I'm gonna craft some fenders quick. Should be simple. These will help out a lot. And I'll have to get livery on too. Okay, the fenders help a lot. We also need livery, which I'll do now. I'm really hoping the livery and all these little details I'm about to put on this thing are going to help, because this thing is in a state of disarray right now. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think we're actually coming along now, sort of. I'm going to make these mid-gray, because I feel like some different coloration is really needed right now, because this plain white is a bit much. think we're actually coming along now. I'm gonna get like vents and some other stuff alongside like the sides. Hopefully that'll look good. I'm getting a bunch of seams and different lines alongside like our doors and different body panels. You know, just going crazy with random structurals. Make this ice, really darken it. It's a bit wide, but I'll have something up here. On these blue parts, I'll get little indicators as well. Try to match them up to the best of my ability, but at the same time, it doesn't matter because this side has windows, and then the other side has doors. So I can be a little more random with this. I think I'll just do like a kind of 3. Brake lights, not brake lights, I need headlights. This is starting to not be very accurate to what my reference was, but this is kind of like almost an original piece. It's more original now than it is like kind of a, I wouldn't say a copy, kind of like a replica of my reference. It's more my own now because I've kind of fucked up some parts, but I kind of like the fuck ups for some reason. Like there's some parts that are like kind of weird. Like for example, like this back here isn't accurate, but I kind of like it for some reason. I wish we had beveled wedges. That would have been... As weird as that sounds, I feel like that could be a really good addition to the basic shape collection. Windshield wipers, that should be easy. They're centered right here. Make them go up to about here, and then up, centered about there, go to there, and up. Make these wide, like they're actually like wipers. I need wing mirrors. I need... Do I need mud flaps? Do buses have mud flaps? I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to fit any under there. How much does this thing cost? 200k. Okay. Wow, that's outrageous. I need mirrors. Getting a bland blue with the ice texture is good for getting like a mirror vibe. So that's a good tip there if you're making custom wing mirrors. Boom, wing mirrors, look at that. I think we're getting there now. The interior hasn't even been started. I don't even know if I'm going to start that right now. How long have I been recording? 3.5 hours, Jesus Christ. I'll do a really basic interior because I am not looking to spend millions on one bus, and I'm gonna need to copy and paste this thing because this is a bus terminal. There's gonna be multiple. Floor's a little uneven too, but that's okay. Again, I'm not trying to do a crazy good interior here because I am, again, not looking to spend multi-millions. As you can see, the windows don't actually fit on the wall. It's like ridges and shit. I think it's fine. It's not that big a deal. Because, again, it's an old bus. It's going to look choppy. And I feel like the choppiness adds like a bit of a rustic look. Make a quick and easy custom steering wheel, and then we might be done for now. Because I need a break. I've been building for ages. We'll work with that. Last thing, this needs to connect to something, so I'm just gonna bring it forward into that. Dude, I'm extremely happy with how this turned out. It's still really dark in here. Or is it? It might be fine. So it just needs decals, which I'll do tomorrow. Oh, I haven't made a bike rack yet either. There you go. Bus. Boom. It needs decals, which are on the way. Just be patient with me, alright? I'll get those in. There you go. Yep. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll get our decals into this thing. I'm very happy with how it looks. I feel like it's actually scale, too. That was the hardest part, actually getting this thing scale. But I think we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back with our decals, and something I must say, I did a little bit of changing. I made this mirror black. I added a little cube here so you can actually put a bike on the bike rack if you wanted to, as you can see. I added seams to the doors, and I made this thing at the back black. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I actually forgot to hit the record button, so that's why I'm telling you all that. I didn't do many changes because it was like 12 o'clock at night, and I was like, I couldn't be bothered to say anything or record it. I also got some little templates. I got a little exhaust template here because we're going to put a little exhaust up here. And we got a little light in case I wanted to make it look like it was on. I could put this inside the little orange ember lights. So right now I'm going to quickly whip up a exhaust, and then we're going to get straight to our decals. So there's a little exhaust. I think that works. To start off, let's get our headlights. I think decals for like lights adds a lot. So a lot of people disagree. They say just use light boxes, but I feel like having lights that are decals make a big difference. I don't know why. This is for these. I got a bunch of these addresses and streets to go right here. I'm just going to put not in service for now. There's these that go on the back. This needs to go right here and right here. It goes on the back too. They really want people to know that this bus uses clean air technology. They really, really want people to know. Dude, just adding these decals, I'm just realizing how much the price is going to increase on this. I did New York livery, but what I did is I re-edited it. I was waiting to see if you was going to say bless you. What I did is I edited the New York City bus livery and adhesives so it says Bloxburg. This said NYC, but instead I put BXG, which hopefully is Bloxburg's short form name. I don't know what it actually is. How's our driving? Don't actually call that number, by the way, because that is the actual New York City how are we doing number. I don't know why I put the real number. I just thought it felt more authentic. Please don't call that number and inconvenience someone's day. Before I do the other back ones, I want to make sure I get this done. This is the little label that goes on this door, because I'm pretty sure this is the wheelchair door, this back one. That's why it's indented more, because an elevator comes out. I spent so long building yesterday, I didn't even realize this one doesn't have bottom windows. I'm going to increase this just a titch. Let's go to like 275. Make it mid-gray, because big tip, I say it all the time, if you want your decals to look more real, make them mid-gray, okay? Because real life, as sad as it sounds, real life isn't vibrant, alright? We're not living in high saturation. Everything is bland. Like, look at these bland brake lights. This bland-ass sticker. Bland-ass bus with bland-ass coloring. That's how you get a real look. Okay, so this... I need to finish the back before I move on. Bloxburg bus. There you go. The ISA right over here. I'll just put it there. We're gonna get the rest of our labels and warnings. Okay, this one's larger. This is the only image I could find. It's literally a dude that collects bus stickers. That's why it's all folded up weird, because he put it on his floor and took a photo of it to sell it on eBay. That's literally the only photo of this sticker I could find. Keep bus stops and bus lanes clear, it's the law. This is on every New York City bus, or almost every single one. And for some reason, I had so much trouble just finding this decal. I can't explain why. Like, I just searched and searched. I searched so deep into the Google that I found shit I didn't want to find. I think I might actually keep this one vibrant. So that's the back. I might have a little advertisement here. I don't know yet. Grand reopening. Builder Brothers Pizza. If you know this decal, you are a real OG to the channel. Maybe I could put it here. We got to start doing our bus numbers. So I'll do 103 for now. This will be 103. This will go on the back. There you go. Big ol' bus. So now, let's make a layout here. So what I'd like to do, let's take a look at some bus terminals online. It's quite simple. It's like a big bus stop. That's pretty much what it is. It's pretty much just like a large bus stop. And you can see they're in different layouts. Like this one's like a line. You've got some that are like side to side. I'm not entirely sure how I want to do mine yet, I'm gonna be honest. Am I really about to do the construction site layout again? Right here we'd have a parking lot that would connect out this way, and then right here we have a building, like a ticket building. I feel like this could work. It looks weird because the parking lot doesn't attach to anything on the plot. It's like the entrance to the parking lot is outside of the actual like plot, and so is this. Like you drive in here and then this would go out to a road. That's kind of weird, but at the same time I kind of have to do it because this is big, alright? Like, this is, like, kind of hard to do with how much space I have. Again, I will change the decals on the buses based on street and stuff, so don't worry about that. easy, clean carping? Easy, clean parking lot. Oh my god. I'll do sidewalk rounding soon. Oh my god, we're spinning and I can't control it. Okay, here we go. I think we'll go for like a blue theme to match the bus. And then I'll make this like a beige concrete. Really overuse some of our textures here. Kind of an easy bus overhang we got here. I'm gonna get a beam going through each of the pillars because this does not look structurally secure right now. Right now I'm just locking in and getting as much in as possible. That's why I've been so quiet. I've just been grinding. Manhole covers for sure. Get one in the parking lot, maybe 2. And we'll just get one like there and there. Should I do parking meters? Do people pay to park at bus terminals? Apparently most offer free. Something feels weird about this build. I don't know why. Like, there's something just feels wrong about it. It's like, it feels like something isn't right with the build. Like I've made a mistake somewhere. I just can't figure out what it might be. And it's kind of killing me right now. That's our logo. Got that from the Crooked Decals Discord server, ladies and gentlemen. They do great work. This could be like our smoking zone. But there's no real way of me making it have, like, you can smoke here. Like, signs that say you can smoke here. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of, like, add some stripes to it. Just trying to think, what else do we need? Or is this finished? I mean, we need to oh yeah, we need to do this, our power boxes, and we need to change the decals on the buses. I put a little graffiti here too. There you go. We need to change the decals on the buses, and I think we should add some personality to like the seats and stuff. So suitcase, some dude left his hat in his briefcase maybe. So I'll have to go in changing the I'll have to go in. What is happening? I'll have to go in and change the numbers, adverts, and that's it. So it's time to commence the tour. Okay, here we go. So to start off, we have our layout. We've got a U shape here. What I was going for is like, this is like a back road kind of thing in like New York or some shit. You'd find this behind some big HQ buildings. You've got a wide 2-lane road that goes around the bus terminal. Here you have your little ticket building. Very simple, very plain, but that's what's charming about it. You got some graffiti, some bike racks, as well as some some bike racks and gardening. You got wiring that connects to the poles up here. You have the logo from Crooked Decals, BTA Transit, for Bloxburg Transportation Authority, I believe. Here you have your little smoking area, because you're not allowed to smoke in the rest of the terminal. Throughout the terminal, you have payphones that are laid around, you know, because you never know when you're going to need to make a call at the terminal. Here you have a parking lot that's in the very middle of it. It's like very nested inside. It doesn't connect anywhere, but you think about it, I thought it would connect outside
of the plot. That's kind of what I was going for. Like, it connects out there. And maybe it connects to this 2-lane road. I don't know. On either side of the terminal, there are bus slots or stations that you can, like, hop on the bus at. This is like a one-way kind of road. The buses go in this way, and there's little slots here that they can park at. You got a crosswalk as well. I try to make all the buses have unique numbers and advertisements and different like addresses on the little screen. Like this one's Riverside Drive. This one's not in service. This one's St. Mark's Place, and this one's also not in service. This one's 103. This one is 582. The numbers are also on the roofs of the bus. They also all have their own unique advertisements. Like this one's for the new and improved rocket launcher. Builder Brothers Pizza. What do we got over here? The Bush Firm. This is from Crooked Decals Discord server. And you have like an insurance kind of ad. This is also from the Crooked Decals Discord server. If you look at the bus, all of them have a bike rack on the front. You can see we got mirrors and indicators and lights. Some little decals, BTA. This is actually based on MTA, I believe. Or is it NTA? It's either MTA or NTA, which is a New York bus company. You can see we have custom rims here. These were a pain in the ass to do, and I don't know why. The back ones I love. Like, this just looks like old semi-truck. I don't know why. That's just the vibe it's giving. We have blue tinted windows for the dystopian vibe. We have our exhaust up here. You have little warning markers and reflectors. You've got like your big vent that's always on the back. Safety's our goal. How are we doing? This would say NYCT, but I changed it to BXG for Bloxburg. Here you have a little sticker. Keep bus stops and bus lanes clear. It's the law. That's also on every single... Not every single, but it's on most buses in New York City. You'll see it on the back. This is also on most Orion V. I forgot to mention that. All these buses are Orion V buses. And they have this little label that says, this bus uses clean air technology. I don't know what the fuck that means. Maybe they use less emissions or something. And you've got a little warning. This bus makes wide right turns, so don't go inside like this loser did. And yeah, that's pretty much the outside of the bus. You also have vents. You have little compartments here. More labels and numbers. You have your handicap door right here. And you have your main door right here. I think it turned out quite well. This might be one of the most realistic vehicles I've ever made. I don't know if it beats the Land Rover or not, but it's definitely up there. And if you go inside, there is an interior. It's not great. You can see there's some like choppiness and stuff, but I didn't want to go too crazy with the interior because these buses take up 20% plot data each. So if I went too crazy with the interior, if I was to put this on like maybe an apocalyptic build, it'd be too much. It wouldn't work. But as you can see, we have our little driver's seat here, little railing. You'd pay for your ticket up here. And you have all your seats. You got your yellow things that you can grab. You got side seats, front seats, handicap seats, and then you got your little like family area that's always at the back of the bus. I think it turned out all right. I had a lot of trouble getting the basic shape of them done. I don't know why. Like, it was just a big struggle, but I managed to get it done, which is great, because I was so scared I wasn't able to do this. Because, like, I was struggling on, like, making the proportions correct. I'm like, oh my god, what if I don't finish this build? And if we look underneath the bus, you can see there's, like, leaf springs, a big old drive shaft. I did this in case I wanted to, like, flip a bus over, because this may be used in an apocalyptic build in the future. I don't know. I like to keep all the custom vehicles and stuff, because I don't know if I'm ever going to use them again, right? So I'll probably delete this entire plot except for a bus, just in case I need the bus in the future. And that's pretty much it. It's a more simple build, but it's a charming one, right? It's a charming little build. I think the buses really carry it, though. I don't think the building and the surrounding area is really that great. It's the buses. I feel like the buses are what's really making this build the build. You could also I forgot to mention this, but we also have windshield wipers on the front here. And if my voice sounds weird, it's because I don't know why, but my nose is fully clogged. I can't even like breathe out of it right now because my allergies are so bad. Either my allergies or I'm getting sick. I can't tell. It's one of the two. But yeah, that is our build. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please let me know. Tell me what you think of the buses. These were hard to make, but I'm very happy with how they turned out. I think they look alright. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. If you have any build ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments. I read them all. I read all the suggestions you guys leave, alright? All the comments saying what I should build next. I read them and I take notes, okay? So, don't worry about being ignored. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.